Welcome, my lovely friends, to Yoga Bliss with Shelly. Today's practice is geared around healing the heart chakra. And for today's practice, just know that healing is not something that's going to miraculously come. And so this practice is not going to magically open your heart chakra, but it will be a gateway towards healing the cracks and the wounds of the heart center and the energy surrounding the heart. So join me. You're going to need some support for a supported fish. So we're going to need either a pillow or a bolster. If you have a block and a blanket, you can also use that. And we're also going to use breath today and movement to help guide us into healing, towards healing the wounds of the heart, my lovelies. Unroll the mat, unpeel the edges, and together, let us do this. Namaste, my lovely friends. Welcome back. Join me and we're going to use those pillows for a restorative Matsi Andrasana, which is a fish. So if you have a block and a blanket, you're going to just put the block behind you and then carefully not roll the blanket, but fold the blanket and lay it on top. So the premise of this pose is to have a little support to the chest. So if you're new to the practice, what you will be doing is laying your legs long. And for a supported fish, we're going to bring our support kind of really close to our booties, depending on how long it is. If it's a shorter couch pillow, you might need to push it back a little bit. And then from the core, we're going to activate and slowly exhale and lay on your back. You can also use the help of your hands to come down and gently lay on one arm long and the other arm long, and then gently rest back. And so if you can see, the chest and the heart is going to be draped open. So right here, my lovelies, find what feels good in your body for you and situate. You can have the soles of your feet placed on the earth and allow your knees to rest together. Or you can come in for a butterfly, bringing soles of the feet, kissing soles of the feet. Or you can lengthen the legs long. So just find in your body what feels best as we allow ourselves to just tune into the heart today. And today the pranayama, the breath we're going to be practicing, is the pure Aka pranayama, which is going to be a lengthened inhale, expanding down into the heart, raising up into the diaphragm, followed by an organic exhale out. And just tuning in with that breath and letting the breath rise up into the chest, into the heart here. And exhaling it out. And as you allow that lengthened inhale to roll into the heart center, raising up, expanding through the intercostal muscles, you can also bring your hands to your heart center if that feels good for you. And if you need, maybe you need to readjust your legs. If you're feeling a little fidgety or movie, you can just kind of bring your knees together and windshield wipe them side to side. Or if you're feeling like you can take a little moment of stillness for yourself, maybe you can just let yourself be. So find your body and what is working best for you today. And just acknowledge your heart center or the space, the physical space around the heart, and just notice, how is it feeling? We must feel pain to heal from pain. And our heart center is a place where we trap so many things. We trap heartache, heartbreak. We trap unworth. We trap jealousy, fear, hate. There's so many emotions that are stuck in this heart chakra. So today, we will just set an intention at healing towards healing the heart chakra. And breathing that breath in and letting it dissipate. And just allowing whatever is stirring around the heart center And if you need to fidget, that's okay. Allow yourself that humanness, right? And just allowing yourself to bring breath into the heart space where it feels tight or tense. And maybe you could even bring your hands to the space around your heart, the physical body, where it feels ouchy or tight. And breathing love into those spaces. And letting it go. Knowing that healing begins when we allow love in, right? We've got to allow love to be our gateways towards healing. So taking one more big, beautiful healing breath into your heart chakra. And exhaling it out. And perhaps you could use your hands and just move them maybe in another place around your heart chakra. Maybe it could be your ribs, even sometimes it could be underneath. And if you have that mobility in your shoulders, maybe you could place your hands underneath of the ribs if the back of your heart is where it feels tight or tense, like that middle to upper back area. And allowing yourself to breathe love into those spaces. And exhaling love out. And allowing ourselves to tune into our intention to heal. And perhaps in the eye of your mind, you could just say, I am healing. I am healing with the inhale. I am healing with the exhale. Lovely work, my friends. And just slowly and mindfully, however this works best for you, you're gonna wanna try to roll on the side. Sometimes if we have back injuries, it can be really hard to roll on the side. So get yourself to a seated position, however works best for you. And allow yourself to find a crisscross applesauce that feels best for you. Maybe it's tucking underneath or having one foot a little bit forward. We're gonna move our bolster or cushion or pillow out of the way. We're gonna take a nice inhale, open up that heart center, exhale and arch forward. With the hands posted up high here, I want you to gently tuck your chin into your heart here and breathe an expansive, healing breath into the back of your heart center. And exhale it out. And just by bringing awareness around the spaces of our body that need healing, we can allow this manifestation of healing to unfold. Bringing that breath in and exhaling it out. And then we're gonna exhale, allow the chin to come up. Breathe that breath in and then exhale, fold that chin down to the earth. And inhale, kind of come forward like this, almost like kind of creepy, arms lengthened down, and shoot that chin high up to the sky. And then exhale, almost like these rounded cow and cats. Inhale, raise it up. And then slowly press the palms of the hands into the earth and allow yourself to come up to a seated position. We can inhale, raise our spine high to the sky. And again, exhale, fold forward. And again, you know the drill now. Exhale, open that heart in the front of the body. And then exhale, arch the spine, make it grow big, and allow that heart permission to grow and to take up space here. Inhale, breathe, bringing the nose up to the sky. Exhale, and just take a few of these seated kind of cow and cats at your own pace. And yeah, it feels kind of awkward, right? That's like wound and pain of the heart. It's awkward and it's uncomfortable. And part of the healing journey, my lovelies, is embracing the weirdness and being okay with pain, because we must feel pain to heal from pain, and numbing pain doesn't make it go away. We have to feel into the weirdness and do the things. Awesome work. Slowly and mindfully press up to a seated position, my lovely friends. And then from here, meet me in a tabletop position. If you have harder floors, I would definitely recommend putting a blanket under your knees. You can also kind of draw the mat in at the corners under your knees. I know when I'm just on my hard floors here, it gets real ouchie on the knees. So in yoga, we really strive to protect our joints and keep happy and healthy joints. From here, we're gonna inhale, raising up the hands high to the sky. Exhale, coming forward for a moment here. And just tuning into your heart in the back of the body as you bring that breath in, and then tune into how does it feel to do these cow and cats. As you press the earth away, hollow the front body, open the back body, right, tuning in. And if you have any restrictions in your wrists, my lovely friends, you can just lengthen your arms long with a wide open hand, and then you can just press into the earth. And allowing healing, like healing energy of breath, to work its way into your heart space. Work its way into the tense, tight spots as you breathe in. And exhale out. Tuning into 2 more cow and cats at your own pace. So 1 full round is going to be 1 cow and cat. Beautiful work. Exhale it out. Wonderful work. Pushing ourselves with the palms of the hands back up. So this next pose is going to be a lovely heart opener, and we're going to have a few different variations depending on where we are in our body. So we're going to lengthen the tops of the feet back behind us. Align the knees inside of the hips, my lovely friends here. And if your body's not working, you can kind of come back down into a hero's pose with the big toes kissing the big toes and the heels splayed open wide, creating space. So our intention today is going for a camel. So you're going to engage your heart, draw it forward. We're going to imagine like this shining light or a flower opening, and we're going to exhale 1 hand back to the sit bone. Exhale the other hand back to the sit bone. So this is going to be option 1, and then you're going to just exhale, press on the back of the hips, and doing your best to draw your heart open. You can even create this lovely space, this negative space, like this big ball of sun, this healing light is pouring down into your heart chakra. The second variation is going to be to rise up, right? Draw those sit bones towards an invisible wall here, and being aware if your body is sinking back. And then same thing here, we're gonna option to stay here at the top of the gluteus medius, that littlest part of the booty, and you can just stay here. You can also create a little movement here as we encourage and awaken healing in our heart center, as we bring a breath of love into the heart. And exhale it out. Right, second variation, you might know this drill. You can keep the legs, the toes lengthened long, or you can post up. It just depends on where you are in your practice. Exhale, you can reach for the back of a calf, the back of the ankles, or if you can reach for the back of the heels. And this is the ultimate camel. So this is the last variation, and you're gonna press the hips forward, really press the heart forward, encourage that heart opening breath as we breathe a healing breath into our heart chakra. And exhaling it out. And here, my lovely friends, I encourage you to allow a smile to sprinkle on your face. So as we smile, it's an act of self-compassion, it's an act of self-care. It gives oxytocin flowing to the blood system, which is the love hormone. We bring that breath in and pause. We're going to hold this for 5 breaths, so wherever you are in your practice, being okay with wherever you are, breathing those 5 lengthened inhales in for a Piraka pranayama, the purifying breath, and softening with the exhale. I know I'm right here with you. Take 4 more breaths at your own pace. Allow that smile. And that last one, bring it up. Maybe feel into the hips. That is an ultimate back bend. So sometimes it can be like, woo. And remember, our spine, like think of a credit card, and if you're gonna take it, you're gonna go in one direction and the other. We wanna be really gentle with our spine because we can damage it if we're doing 2 counteracting poses. So Maybe just give yourself a minute to wiggle out your hips. And slowly and mindfully sinking back, my lovely friends here. With our hands down to the earth, my friends. And we're going to create a wide open starfish hand here. With this wide open starfish hand, we're going to press into the earth, hollow through the front body, hollow through the back body. Post up on those toes and then press those sit bones high towards the sky and just feel hoo-hoo-hoo, however you are in your spine. And if you have restrictions in your wrist, you can also kind of make your own down dog with your arms lengthened long, and you can press back into the body, right? Knowing wherever you are in your body is okay, because this is a practice, it's not a perfect, and how we show up today is not how we showed up yesterday. So really press the earth away, my lovely friends here. Just take a moment. In this inversion, bring that breath in to the back of the heart. And knowing, right, just like the heart, when we flip our perspective, we can allow healing into different spaces of our heart. So maybe pedal at the feet. Encourage that purifying breath into the heart through the front, the sides, and the back of the heart. And then we're going to exhale like we're coming forward, jumping over a hurdle here, and slowly float down to the earth. Just take a moment. Take a moment as you wiggle out your spine here. Breathing a breath into the back of the heart, my lovelies. And exhaling it out. And mindfully, we're going to lengthen one arm long in front of us and lengthen another arm long in front of us. Coming in for a little gentle sphinx here. Raising up, breathing that breath in. And exhaling it out. And remembering that that smile, right? Even though sometimes it can feel corny or fake, that really smiling activates oxytocin. It's that love hormone. So no matter what we're feeling in our bodies, that healing energy and healing power of a smile can help us so much in our heart chakras. Breathing that breath into the back of the heart here. And exhaling it out. And allowing love to be a breath that radiates into the back of the heart center. And then presses through the front. Allowing breath to be a soft, warm hug around the heart center. And the energy around the heart as we breathe it in. And we allow love to exhale and be our healing instruments. Because when we love ourselves, we allow healing at deeper levels, my friends. Slowly and mindfully. Awesome. We're going to exhale down to the earth, my friends. And however this works best for you. So our goal is to get to our back. If you want to just do a flip over to your back, you're more than welcome. Or if you're feeling like, oh, that might make me a little dizzy, maybe you need to come up to a tabletop, come to your seat, to your booty, and then we're going to exhale ourselves slowly and mindfully. Exhale that spine like a beautiful strand of malas that's going to just rest on the earth and come back. Just get yourself situated on your mat, and slowly and mindfully from the navel, inhale the knees to the heart, towards the heart, right? Unless you have extremely long legs, which I really have extremely long legs, but my knees don't quite reach. Well, I guess they do. They might reach the heart, but wherever your knees are, regardless, just bring them towards the heart. Give yourself a hug, because hugs are another way, a gateway towards healing. Because again, that oxytocin is released with touch. And whether it's coming from us or others, that healing is omnipresent within touch. So breathing in, healing into your heart center, and exhaling it out. Beautiful. Maybe if it feels good, right after that big old camel and that spine, like, ooh, maybe we need to roll it out a little bit. Take a little moment here to just allow that breath in, and then let it go, my friends. Wonderful. And slowly and mindfully from the core, we're going to press one foot down to the earth and the other. And now, my lovely friends, meeting me in your Shavasana, which is your pose of surrender. You can have the hands lengthen at the sides. You can bring the feet together like so. You can also do a butterfly, soles of the feet kissing soles of the feet with your hips open, or lengthen the legs long. You can also have a little support here if you would like, and bring your pillow, your bolster, whatever it was that you had, under your knees or under your head, and maybe cross the legs for a minute. And you can either give yourself a hug here or just rest the hands on the heart. And as we lay here, my lovely friends, gently allow yourself to bat your eyelashes closed. Bat your eyes closed. Allow the lids to get heavy, to soften the forehead, to spiral around the shoulders, softening the shoulders back to the mat. And once again, just tuning in here to the heart chakra, to the heart space, the physical heart, or the energy around the heart. And breathing love into those tight, tense spaces. And as we exhale, allowing that to soften, and being gentle and kind with yourself. Allowing yourself the vulnerability to feel the pain that you have going on, to heal it. Bringing the love into those heart spaces. And with the exhale, softening, and perhaps letting go a little bit of that pain. Or perhaps just allowing yourself to be present with the pain, to ride the wave of the pain. And we're just going to take the next few seconds here in silence. So we're going to surrender about 30 seconds here, which isn't that long, but you can do it. And I encourage you to soften down and know that I am with you, and use your breath. Or you can come back to those affirmations of love, like breathing in love, exhaling love, or the affirmation or mantra of I am healing that we did in the beginning. So know I'm right here with you. We're going to take 30 minutes of silence for ourselves, and I will call you out when the time is up. And bringing your awareness back into the feet, back into the spine, back into the heart. And just taking a little wiggle. And just slowly allowing yourself to roll over to a side if your spine and body allows you to. And you can allow the bottom arm to just track, and giving yourself love here in this vulnerable pose, and coming back to that intention of healing. And slowly, with your eyes still closed, use that top hand as a kickstand, and press yourself up and meet me in a seated position, doing your best to, if you can, keep your eyes closed. That is great. If you need to open, you are more than welcome. And meet me in a crisscross applesauce, a seated position. And just bringing your hands to your heart. And in this practice of awakening, healing to the heart chakra, just humbly tuck your chin towards your heart and acknowledge all of the pain that you've experienced, all of the trauma, and just hold yourself here and give yourself love and allow yourself the humanness of feeling whatever it is that's coming up for you. And breathing that love into that heart center, that beautiful heart center. And exhaling love out. Wonderful work, my beautiful friends. Bringing those palms, kissing palms to the heart, and acknowledging your heart and the love and the light that resides within you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me, my lovely friends, and know that this practice, like I said in the beginning, is not going to be a one and done. So if you want to continue the journey of healing your heart chakra, please continue to watch this. And I also do have some more practices that encourage opening of the heart center on this channel. I love you. I'm grateful for you. Thumbs up, Yoga Bliss with Shelly, and please subscribe and share. We'll see you back here next time.